Recent rain and flooding really making for some fast-moving waters in central Pennsylvania. But perfect weather and the 4th of July weekend have so many thinking now is the time to hit those waters. Thank you for being here tonight at 11. I'm TJ Anthony. So crews had to make multiple water rescues since the holiday weekend began because of just some pretty bad conditions out there. So this is a look at one of the rescues that was made just yesterday on the Swatara Creek. CBS 41's Alex Thill spoke to some people recreating on the water today about safety, what they're doing, and what they think should change.
This weekend's weather might look perfect for boating, but the water can still be dangerous. And although the creek is below flood level, that rushing water is still moving at a fast pace. Officials tell me that this week's earlier storms have left a lot of debris floating in the water that people could get stuck on.
That's the problem with the Swatara. It'll rain one day and then the next day it'll go up. So that day might be like 85 and sunny, and no one thinks twice about being on it.
The Hershey Volunteer Fire Department releasing this video of a water rescue on Swatara Creek near the Hershey Dam, where 9 tubers were caught in the swells. Thankfully, everyone made it back to land safely. That was just one of many water rescues that happened this 4th of July. Near Hummelstown, a family of 5 was kayaking and tubing when they got caught on a debris pile. 4 of the family members floated downstream while one clung onto a piece of debris. The fire department says all 5 were wearing life jackets, which is what made their rescue so successful.
Pay attention, wear your safety gear.
People I spoke with today tell me how they're staying safe on the water.
So she keeps a life vest on, and we keep ones on us as well, and we make sure that she has bright colors so that we can see her just in case, the worst were to happen.
Yep, well, that's a safety tip. You got to be zipped up.
Being aware of your surroundings and conscious of what you're doing, things can change in a minute on the water like this.
The owner of Susquehanna Outfitters, a kayak and boat rental company, says more needs to be done to inform people about the hazards that exist in surrounding bodies of water.
They have signs that say danger dam on the railroad bridge 60 feet up, but I don't know if you've ever kayaked before. I'm not looking 60 feet up in the air. And the buoys, I just think oh, there's just something floating. People think it's trash.
And the owner tells me you should never go out on a moving body of water without doing your research first. He recommends looking up the specific waterway that you want to travel on, then type in water trail, and you can read more about what to expect in those areas. Reporting in Harrisburg, I'm Alex Thill, CBS 21 News.
Thank you, Alex. Now, to watch that entire video of that incredible rescue, head over to our YouTube page and just search CBS 21. And we do know so many of you will be hitting the water this weekend. So right now, meteorologist Ed Russo is standing by. Within the next 50 minutes, Ed is going to break down just how this week's storms can make water even more dangerous before you head out there. We did have so much rain earlier this week, and all the rain we had from the storms earlier this week can keep the water dangerous long after that rain has stopped. You're taking a look at some video of a water rescue that happened just yesterday of some people that, were on the water having a great time, and then it turned into a pretty dangerous situation. So Ed, kind of explain why more rainfall can lead to some pretty dangerous water conditions.
Yeah, so the after effects of a heavy rain can last for a few days after the rain has quit. Obviously, 4th of July was gorgeous, but we still had incidents like that because, again, the rivers and streams are still flowing fast from the flooding rain that part of the area saw last week. It can take a few days for the creek levels and river levels to come back to normal, and until they do so, usually they're going to be flowing faster than usual, which means that whatever raft you're on, whether it be a kayak or you're doing some stand-up paddle boarding, it's going to be harder to navigate, and if you fall off and you're not wearing a PFD and you're not tethered to the board or whatever raft you're on, you can get in trouble pretty quick. And if you don't see what's ahead of you, like a low-head dam like that, you can inadvertently go over. Fortunately, they were on a raft, but if they fell over that low-head dam, they could have got caught underneath the water, and it could have ended in a much worse fashion. And fortunately, it didn't.
Yeah, absolutely. Thankful for our first responders for helping them out there because, like you said, it could have been just an even more scary situation for them. All right, thank you, Ed.
Yep.